Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Wednesday night. It is 8 p.m. Welcome to a very special edition of the Wednesday PlayStation Showcase. I am OM Dynamic, joined as always by the man on the console, Mr. Chris Best. Tonight, we have a very special 2-hour episode, and I'm going to hand the mic over to Mr. Best now to allow him to explain why.
This is the annual episode that we like to do, in which it's going to be a tribute to my mother, who passed away 30 years ago yesterday, and for my grandmother, who passed away a year ago tomorrow. We're going to be playing one of my grandmother's favorite games in Sonic the Hedgehog 2, as we're looking at here. And we're going to be playing Final Fantasy 15, a game I know my mother would have loved to have gotten her hands on. But before all of that, we do have some video game news to announce, and we've got this coming February's PlayStation Plus games coming. Starting Tuesday, February 3rd, all PlayStation Plus Essential, Extra, and Premium subscribers will be getting the following titles. First up, coming to the PlayStation 5, a game that I've been actually wanting to pull the trigger on buying, and actually am glad that it is coming free. That is Undisputed. This is a modern boxing game that focuses on realism and strategy, and you've got a large roster of licensed fighters, precise footwork, stamina management, and slower, more tactical matches. If you're into boxing or sports sims that reward patience and timing, this one is worth checking out. OMD, what do you know of this game, or have you heard of this game?
I've heard of Undisputed. Other than that, I don't know anything about it. I'm not a huge boxing MMA games type of guy. I think the last boxing game I played was actually Punch Out on the NES.
That might have been the last one I played too, and that was probably just a couple days ago I played it.
Oh, wow.
Because I do have emulators on my phone that allow me to play those type of games.
Right.
But yeah, this is a game I've been wanting for a long time, because I feel like it, for me at least, I want to say the last boxing game I owned was on the PS3, and it was one of the Fight Night games.
Okay.
I can't remember which one it was, though. I'd have to go into my PS3 collection and take a look.
Right.
But you do get to play as a whole bunch of legends. You get to play as today's fighters in the game. I've seen Muhammad Ali's in the game. I believe Mike Tyson. I want to say George Foreman is probably in the game as well. Wow. So you could probably actually go in there and recreate some famous fights on this game. And I'm going to try that out come February 3rd. And I think this could be a game that we look at and we recreate some famous boxing fights.
I don't see why we shouldn't.
Yeah. But up next is a game that I initially thought was a sequel, but I read that it was designed to be a DLC. Then it was turned into a spin-off game because of how much content they were throwing into the game. And that is Subnautica Below Zero.
Okay.
This is a survival adventure set on a frozen alien planet. You'll explore icy oceans, craft gear, build bases, and uncover the story behind what happened on planet 45646b. Say that name twice, right. Or 3 times fast. It's atmospheric, tense at times, and perfect if you like exploration mixed with mystery. And this one is coming to the PS4 and the PS5. I've played the original Subnautica. I've watched one of my favorite gaming YouTubers, Ineebs Gaming, again, shout out to them, play both the original Subnautica and this game. And the way they play their games, they make me want to play the game. So.
Okay. Again, I've heard of Subnautica. It is available. I believe both of these are available on Game Pass for me. I have yet to dig into them, but I do know that they are expansive underwater open world games.
Yeah, and the game kind of does hold your hand on how to craft things, so it's easily accessible for anybody who wants to get their hands on it.
Okay.
And what I mean by hold their hand is they they tell you the recipes that you need to build certain things, and you can I believe you can track down where to find items. So like if you need metal to build a wall, it'll track where you can find metal. I think you have to have seen that metal beforehand or something like that.
Okay.
But I do want to get my hands on this one. I'm not a fan personally of games that are set in the winter because we deal with it in our real life. I'm not so why would I deal with it in video games? But Subnautica is a different animal for me. I'm willing to give it a shot.
Right. And I know you just touched on, what we're dealing with and the bitter cold we have. There are some games where it is a lot of fun to do the trudging through the snow.
Yeah,
Um,
Lost Planet is a perfect example of that.
yes. Lost Planet was fun. Gears 5,
Hmm.
where you have a whole chapter and you're going through an Arctic terrain. It is beautiful. They can be masterfully crafted.
Yeah, and I'll even say like the first half of or not the first half, but like it was like the first like little bit of Red Dead Redemption 2 story takes place completely in a snow-covered mountain. And it makes sense because the Vanderlyn gang is trying to escape a bank robbery, so they go and hole up in the mountains so that nobody can catch them.
Right?
But let's that's neither here nor there. Let's move on to the next game. We have a game called Ultros. This is a game I'm not too familiar with. It's coming to the PS4 and the PS5. This one's a stylish, psychedelic indie game that blends fast-paced combat with exploration. It's got a really unique visual style, strange worlds, and looping gameplay that rewards experimentation. Definitely something different if you're looking to break out of the usual genres. And that's me in a nutshell. I'm always trying to look for that new game, that new adventure. And I'm going to give this game a look see and see what it's about. I haven't had a chance to see any gameplay footage of it yet, but I will be watching for trailers as far as
Right.
going online goes.
Yeah, this definitely looks trippy, um, very vibrant, very visual. I could see myself really getting into it. I've tried some of these other games like Neon White, which is very much in the same, I guess, style,
Uh-huh.
and it just didn't work out for me.
Yeah, that's completely understandable. And that's the thing that I find with these indie titles. I find myself playing them. Hollow Knight is kind of that example right now for me. I go in not necessarily knowing the game, but then coming out of it like, hey, I really enjoyed my time with that game.
Right.
And OMD, for our last game, are you ready to go on the highway to the danger zone?
I am.
Because our last game that's being announced is Ace Combat 7, Skies Unknown. And I think you know where I can't come from with
Oh,
the
yes.
Highway to the Danger Zone. This is a fan favorite aerial combat game in which you pilot modern fighter jets through intense dogfights. It combines arcade style with a surprisingly emotional story, and it's still one of the strongest flight combat sim games on PlayStation. And again, all four games will be available to claim starting February 3rd, so make sure you add them to your library while they're live. Ace Combat 7 is a game I've been itching to get my hands on. Um, I've watched a lot of people play the previous Ace Combat games. Um, there was a time though that these games didn't intrigue me, but now I'm ready to try them out.
Right. And again, for me, it's that driving, flying simulator type thing that I'm really, really not good at. I can't, again, I'm not sure if this one is available to me. Um, I was actually just watching the original Top Gun the other day. I believe it was actually this past weekend. I got home from work on Saturday night and it was on. Um, so
To
I'm
be fair,
intrigued.
like yeah, to be fair, I've wanted to play this game because in GTA I'm thinking about buying a jet fighter but I just can't justify spending the money there. So I'm like, maybe Ace Combat will quench that thirst, as it were.
Right.
Yeah, but before we get into the first game of this week, we're going to take ourselves a quick commercial break. So OMD, why don't you roll that commercial?
I will.
Turnbuckle Studios and the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program bring you the week of streams. All times are in Eastern Time. Monday nights you get the Locker Room Breakdown at 7 p.m., followed by the Raw Patrol at 8 p.m. Tuesday brings you the flagship show, Turnbuckle Talk, at 8:05 p.m. Wednesday we play games with the PlayStation Showcase at 8 p.m. Thursday we go TNA as we brace for Impact at 9 p.m. On Fridays, join us for the SmackDown Security Detail at 8 p.m. The weekend brings you Saturday Night Gaming at 8 p.m. On Sunday be sure to catch the Chris Parrish podcast at 12:15 p.m. And later that night we have the Boar's Nest at 9 p.m. Be part of the shows and join the chat every day. And please visit turnbucklestudios.org.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you have ever wanted your break-in podcasting content creation, a potential collaboration, or just to help us out behind the scenes, turnbucklestudios.org is the place to be for all your Turnbuckle affiliation program needs. Meet the team, Mr. Best, myself, Bubba Duke, Chris Parrish, and Carl Carafel. Get our socials, watch our latest weekly live episodic shows under the host section. Head over to our shop by clicking the shop link, buy the merch, support your favorite shows, support your favorite podcasters, wear what we wear, and all of the proceeds there come back into our studios to bring you a better experience. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, hit the join link, send us your credentials, tell us how you believe you can help us, how you feel we can help you, and we can sit down as a collective and figure out the right fit. Or scan the QR code. It will take you right to the website. But turnbucklestudios.org, ladies and gentlemen, for all your Turnbuckle affiliation program needs.
Yeah. I was going to load into the game during the commercial, but then I'm like, wait a minute, there's a little bit of a nostalgic sound that happens at the start of this game. So I'm going to do that just for everybody's nostalgic pleasures, as it were. We're starting this game off with Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm playing this from the Sega Genesis collection that I have. So we're gonna load in nostalgic sound. Here it comes. Yeah.
Nice.
That hits home.
It does.
And the soundtrack, this soundtrack still stands good and strong today.
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and turn it down just a tad. There we go. But you can see Sonic's getting antsy, so let's get right into it. So OMD, do you have any experience playing the Sonic games at all?
Oh, I do. I do, and there is a Sega collection as well available on the Nintendo Switch, so I do actually have this game.
Oh yeah, I mean you cannot have a Sega collection and not have at least one Sonic game in it, right?
Absolutely.
And this was one game that my grandmother, like, when she first discovered Sega, she was just completely obsessed with this game.
Right.
She was more of a Super Nintendo person, but when she discovered Sega, she played this. She played Sonic 3. And there was a Krusty the Clown game she actually enjoyed, which was weird.
Yes.
Because she didn't like The Simpsons, but she liked that game.
Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know you're really more familiar in today's day and age with the console wars being between PlayStation and Xbox. You can put the Switch in there a little bit. But the original console wars was Nintendo and Sega. I've had the privilege of having both.
Same here.
Had a Nintendo and the Genesis.
And I had my preferences as well.
Right.
I had my preferences, certain preferences for Sega Genesis, certain preferences for Super Nintendo. I just got a free continue because I finished that level with a pretty good score. For me, though, I preferred Sega, the Genesis, when it came to sports titles.
Yes.
I preferred the Super Nintendo when it came to adventure titles.
Yeah.
Sonic, though, Sonic is a bit of a different animal, because I always felt that the Sonic games felt a lot like the Mario games to me.
Yes, very much so. And that was Sega creating their staple franchise.
Yeah, and I like how you said staple franchise, because Sonic was not the original mascot for Sega. The original mascot was a character by the name of Alex Kidd.
Really?
Yeah. But they discovered that the Alex Kidd games weren't really selling well, so they went back to the drawing board, and that's how Sonic came to be.
Okay.
However, I personally do like the Alex Kidd games myself. And here comes Dr. Robotnik.
Yes. We are in for our first boss fight.
Yep. Oh. And of course, if you get hit, you lose the rings you collect. This is actually the first appearance of Tails, too, by the way.
Yes.
Knuckles does not appear in this game. He actually appears for the first time in Sonic 3. Now, this is something I always like to do. I always just like to make Sonic stand like this at the end.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, Sonic and Mario are still, very similar. Although in Mario, you don't quite have... Well, you do have the bosses, even though it's always Bowser. Here, it's always Robotnik.
Yeah. And to be fair, lately, since Sega doesn't make its own consoles, we've seen Sonic and Mario do games together now.
Yes.
Especially since the Winter Games are coming up. They've been doing Sonic and Mario at the Olympics, and they're fun. Those are fun games, by the way.
They are. And yes, Sonic and Mario games are still being made. Sega is still a game developer. They're just not a console maker.
Yeah, well, they did make a classic Sega console not too long ago. But
right.
It was basically the same thing that you can get in a Sega Genesis collection, as far as the games that they featured in it.
Right.
I love this level soundtrack. What I like about this game that I actually didn't even think about till recently when I was just playing around at this game is that they actually have branching paths in these levels.
Yep. And
they all lead still to the same ending. But I kind of realized that this might be the first game I played that has a branching path.
This is where I wish I had a PlayStation for that multiplayer so that we could actually do this with Sonic and Tails.
Yeah, oh man, I haven't played multiplayer on this game in 30 years, actually. Yeah. But I used to do multiplayer on this game with my mom a lot. And
right.
We either would play, there was two modes you could play. There was one, like the one we're doing right now, where you cooperate and you work together towards getting to the end of the level.
Yep.
Or there was one where you race against each other to beat the level.
Yep.
And my mom and I would either do both. And I remember actually, like I said, my grandmother was completely obsessed with this game. I remember her giving her tips on how to get through each level.
Right.
until she became pro at this game herself.
Right.
Because let's face it, this game, if you lost and you lost all your continues back then, you were starting back to square one.
Yes.
And that's why I'm able to rock it through these levels even to this day, because I've never beaten this game.
Right. Neither have I.
Now this blue thing that I had just got on Sonic is a shield.
Yeah.
So if he gets hit with it, he doesn't lose his rings. And I try to collect all the rings, as many of the rings as I can.
Oh, absolutely. It's just like Mario where you're trying to collect all the coins.
Yeah, except in this case, though, the rings, as per usual in Sonic games, they are Sonic's lifeline as well.
Yes.
There we go. Another thing I always do just for fun, but I'm not really doing it right now, is I try to outrace Tails.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd be
Like
doing
I try
the
to,
same thing.
I try to leave him behind, and I just got crushed there.
Did you get crushed in Kona?
I did. You're only saying that because I was listening to his theme song the other day.
Yep.
Okay. Oh yeah, I did try to go that way earlier. Up we go.
The only thing that...
There we go. I just trapped Tails.
Did you now?
Oh, he got out as soon as I said that. I always have trouble with these springs, though. I almost fell off and had to repeat that. So I go back and I bring that stairs up. You were the stairs up. What were you saying before?
Good question.
You said you started off the only thing.
I don't know.
Tails just saved me there because those bee things that I keep killing there,
Yeah.
they capture you and they hold you and then they drain you of your rings. But if Tails actually hits them, he ends up saving you.
Okay.
Tails will help you collect items too.
Yes.
By the way. That's if you don't collect the items before he does. Or before he... Yeah. And right through here. Okay, since we got here, I'm going to show one of the special levels.
Sweet.
So this is how you get the Chaos Emerald in all those rings, is by doing these levels here. This one's pretty easy to do. And I like that this might be one of the first games I played that had a 3D aspect to it with this mode. So the first thing you got to do is collect 40 rings, which I already did. And now we've got to collect 80. You got to avoid those bombs that just flew by.
Yep.
And I think the next one is 140. This one should be pretty easy.
Yeah. I don't remember these portions of the game from back in the day.
Yeah. The way you get these is you have to have 50 rings on you to get this.
Okay.
And that checkmark point that I hit there, you'll see like stars appear above it that says, "Hey, you can do this."
Right.
And it's up to you if you want to do it or not. And I think I got a free life out of that. Yeah, I did. That's what I like about like these old side-scroller games. These first few levels, you build up all your lives for the later levels.
Yes.
Tails just drowned. This part, I always say, take your time with it. Don't rush it. Because if you rush it, you're going to fall.
Yeah.
And you're going to drown. And I know Sonic is all about going fast and all that, but there are points where you got to slow it down so that you can catch up. Tails just drowned again. He's trying to get out.
Went for a spin.
Or are we? Oh, we are already at the boss for this level.
Wow.
I thought I was still on the first act for this level. Oh, yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I got too greedy with hitting him.
And Dr. Robotnik runs away.
Yep.
Release the forest critters!
Not a very good score, but at least I still beat the level.
Yep. Yeah. Again, my age catching up with me, but I don't remember this. But you're testing Sonic's patience.
Yeah, I know, and I'm going to show what he does when he gets annoyed, because it's kind of funny. You see, he watches, he checks his clock, he looks, then he lays down, he's like, yep, I had enough of this. Meanwhile, Tails behind him would be usually yawns. That's... Yeah, I always forget about this level because I get excited for the next level, which is actually my most favorite level in the entire Sonic series. This level is actually really hard to get through if you don't know what you're doing. Oh. Because these things just pop up out of nowhere, as you can see.
Yes.
And then if you get trapped in, underneath the water, which I'll show that in the second act of this level, because you do have to go into the water in that one. You don't have to necessarily do it in this one.
Oh, in this one, you just go behind the water.
Yep. What the heck did I hit there? There we go. I beat the level before Tails could. And oh, yeah, see now I'm falling into the water right off the start. Now there's a dinging sound that'll keep going off. It's just more or less a countdown to remind you that you need to find a way to breathe soon. And I just died. I didn't see that arrow.
Breathe soon.
Hmm?
I said breathe soon.
Yep. Oh. Ah, crap. Hey, I didn't... Screw it. Yeah, so these little bubbles here... Well, before I got smacked there, there's a little pack of bubbles there that you gotta stand by in order to get some air. right here. You wait for a giant bubble like that, and you can continue going.
So it's kind of like the classic Duke Nukem air pocket.
Yeah. It's pretty much exactly it. Whoa, dude, you don't want to hit that.
No, you don't.
Sure, hit that and then get hit by the robot.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay, I don't know what that was, but I made it this far. I try to stand at every single one of them just to make sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not the greatest at this level, I will admit. Hey, Tails. And we've reached the end of this level.
Wow.
These are boss fights that I will never forget how to beat.
Right.
I like how Tails is making it look like it's a problem.
Right.
But Robotnik does get harder and harder as the levels roll on.
Yes. Now, I do want to ask you, because we know him as Dr. Robotnik, but now he's known commonly as Dr. Eggman, and I want to know how that came about.
He was actually originally known as Eggman in Japan.
Oh, okay.
Simple as that. They changed his name to Robotnik over here to kind of simplify him a little bit. This here is my favorite level, guys. Casino Zone. And you're gonna see why here in just a moment. Right there. So you do this, and I thought I was going to hit the jackpot, but you can collect free lives just by doing this. It's cumbersome to do it, but it is doable. It's basically you're playing the slots in this level. See you later, Tails. Trying to get onto that one paddle there. That's what I'm trying to do. There we go. If you get 3 Robotniks like I just did, they take away all your coins, so it's risky. I'm just gonna move on, actually.
Yep.
Because there are other slot machines that you can encounter in this level.
Right.
That'll help you out, or should help you out. Crap. I didn't want to fall there, but I did.
Yeah, again, I don't remember this episode, or this level.
This is a level I wish that they would bring back as a nostalgia piece for future Sonic games.
I can see why.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about that brightness and visual aspect of games.
Yeah, Sonic was guilty of that for sure. But here's the funny thing that I think about nowadays. I bet that if I were to pick this up and play this on an old Genesis, I probably wouldn't remember the controls because I've become so accustomed to playing these games on PlayStation now.
Oh, I know, and I have that issue when I'm playing on my Switch too with some of the classic games, especially because they've added that X and Y button.
Yeah. This part is really is a bit on the difficult side to get through, but one lucky bounce like that and you're golden. Oh, trying to. Oops! I totally missed the paddles. I was trying to get to them.
There we go.
You can spend like a lot of time up here. I spend an upwards of about 8 minutes in these levels just trying to farm for lives.
Oh, wow.
Just so I can make it far within the game. But it's lucky that now, as I mentioned, there is no, in the original version of this game, there was no way you could save your progress. But now that it's on PlayStation and Xbox and the Switch, pretty much all the consoles, you can now save your progress. Actually, I should get the rest of those. Because points even give you lead up to free men as well.
Right. So it's sort of like you do the Mario and you do that turtle shell into the castle step 100 times and you get that free life.
Yeah, and to this day, I still can't do it.
No, I think I've done it once.
My mom used to do it for me all the time. So right now, I am trying to farm for a bit of lives here. There's a free man there. Oh. This is the slot machine I prefer to use in out of all these levels because it is easier to approach. And there's... Yeah, you take... Oh, they take 100 of your rings. And it's at that point, usually I'm like, okay, that's when it's time to walk.
Yep.
Whoops. Oh. Okay, thank you, Spring.
Well, we have to wait until March to truly say that.
Right? I mean, I thought today was going to be warmer when I went out, but oh man, no, it really wasn't. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What was that?
That was a glitch. Yeah, some of the glitches that were in the original version of this game are still here. I guess they want you to have some nostalgia with it.
Right?
I mean, I always think that with these collections, these classic collections, that is the whole point of their releases, is so that you can reintroduce like the younger audience to the older games,
Right.
or you as the older gamer yourself can enjoy the games. And that's what I like actually about the whole Sega Genesis collection itself, is that there's a number of games in there that I haven't played, that I have checked out, that I do enjoy, that I wish I was able to play when I was a kid.
Right. Well, I remember even going back on the original Xbox that I have a Sega Genesis collection.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't play it very much, and I did eventually give it up, though actually it might still be hidden somewhere. Not really sure.
There we go. That part's kind of annoying.
Oh, are you doing your Mario invincibility right now?
Yeah, that's what that star does. Oh, better get that checkpoint, actually. We're at the boss.
Wow.
Yeah, this is where he starts to get hard.
Yep.
And it's best that you keep yourself in a ball and avoid that electrical trap and try to collect rings, but that's not going to happen here. You want to try to bait him, because when he stops like that, make sure you're underneath him to stop him, and then you use the walls to bounce off and get him. But as I said, I lost my rings on that first hit, so I lost my rings again, but we'll work through it. We'll work through it.
We will.
Crap. It looks like he's flying on a Gravitron.
Right?
There we go.
Got him. And ladies and gentlemen, as we head off to the next act, we want you to act on this.
A Turnbuckle affiliation program is looking for more people. If you have passion level for pro wrestling, sports, video games, or something else, then Turnbuckle Studios is the place to be. If you have ever wanted to pursue content creation and want to join our team, then we would love to have you. Check out turnbucklestudios.org or contact us by email today, because your future is now, and we want you to tap in.
And ladies and gentlemen, once again, turnbucklestudios.org is the place to be for all your Turnbuckle affiliation program needs. Meet the team under the host section, Mr. Best, myself, Bubba Duke, Chris Parrish, and Carl Carafel. Get our socials, watch our latest weekly live episodic shows, and feel free to interact with us not only on our shows, but out there in the land of social media. We are friendly people. Hit the join button. Send us your credentials. Tell us how you believe you can help us and how you think we can help you. And we can sit down as a collective and figure out the right fit. And then, ladies and gentlemen, head on over to our shop. Support your favorite shows, support your favorite podcasters, wear what we wear. All of the proceeds come back into our studios to deliver you a better experience. Turnbucklestudios.org, ladies and gentlemen, for all your Turnbuckle affiliation programming.
Oh, I thought it was going to land in the lava there.
So did I. I was sort of waiting for that Bowser thing.
Well, Tails keeps landing in the lava, and I keep getting hit by spikes.
Yeah.
Oh. This game, like I said, I love the soundtrack for this game. It constantly gets stuck in my head at random moments of the day. Oh. Yeah, when you have the star, you can actually walk on the lava, so...
Nice. No, kids, this is not the floor is made of lava.
Another free life. You know, I don't even remember if my grandmother ever beat this game or not.
Right, and understandable. Like, I know I didn't. You know you didn't.
Yeah, I've come close. I've come close, but I didn't have enough lives to do it towards the end. I actually, because the final boss is Metal Sonic.
Okay.
And a Giant Robotnik, and I've made it past Giant Robotnik to Metal Sonic, and Metal Sonic is just yeah. He's way too powerful for me, and I've actually tried to go on like IGN to get like information on how to beat him, and even then I couldn't figure it out.
Right.
That was a bit hairy there for a second. Tails, where'd you go? There you are.
See, this is the part of the game where you're trying to do that bouncing back and forth, the platforming.
Yeah.
Where I would struggle.
Well, like I said, it's lucky, like, I've been playing this game. I can actually tell you exactly when I got this game. Christmas of '94. So, like, 32 years off and on, I've been playing this game.
Yeah.
What did I just...
You fell in the lava.
No, I accidentally hit something on my controller. I didn't know what I hit. Nope. Oh, that was... Oh. This is, again, another one you want to take your time on and try not to get hit by Robotnik's projectiles. Or forget that he spouts fire when you... or run right into the lava like I just did.
Well, holy cow. What? I am watching a certain Dynamite, and there's a certain Sicilian psychopath that has just shown up to confront Mark Briscoe.
I'm disappointed. But he may give me a reason to watch. And that, of course, is Tommaso Ciampa.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to get this guy. I lost all my extra lives, but I'm gonna do it.
Let's hope.
Okay, I got a fair amount of hits there. There we go. Tails, you actually did something useful. But I think we're going to stop this game here. And we're going to roll a quick... can you roll a couple of commercials? Because I need to step away for just a moment.
I sure can.
The Turnbuckle Studios store is open for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Get the merch and represent the best from the shows you watch on a weekly basis. Multiple styles to choose from with over 10 products available. Don't get left out and pick up all your favorites today. Find us at turnbucklestudios.org. Turnbuckle Studios and the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program bring you the week of streams. All times are in Eastern Time. Monday nights you get the Locker Room Breakdown at 7 p.m., followed by the Raw Patrol at 8 p.m. Tuesday brings you the flagship show, Turnbuckle Talk, at 8:05 p.m. Wednesday we play games with the PlayStation Showcase at 8 p.m. Thursday we go TNA as we brace for Impact at 9 p.m. On Fridays, join us for the SmackDown Security Detail at 8 p.m. The weekend brings you Saturday Night Gaming at 8 p.m. On Sunday be sure to catch the Chris Parrish podcast at 12:15 p.m. And later that night we have the Horse Mist at 9 p.m. Be part of the shows and join the chat every day. And please visit turnbucklestudios.org.
And ladies and gentlemen, as we return from commercial, we remind you that turnbucklestudios.org is the place to be for all your Turnbuckle affiliation program needs. If you have ever wanted your break in podcasting content creation, a potential collaboration, or just to help us out behind the scenes, which is where we could really use the help now, ladies and gentlemen, we implore you to hit that join button, send us your credentials, tell us how you feel you can help us, how you believe we can help you. And ladies and gentlemen, we will sit down as a collective and figure out the right fit. As well, under the host section, you can meet the team you'll be working with. Mr. Best, myself, Bubba Duke, Chris Parrish, and Carl Carafel. Watch our latest weekly live episodic shows. Get our socials. And ladies and gentlemen, head on over to the store by clicking the shop button. Support your favorite shows, support your favorite podcasters, wear what we wear. All of those proceeds come back into our studios to bring you a better experience. Turnbucklestudios.org for all your Turnbuckle affiliation program needs.
So as you saw when OMD was rolling the commercials, we are switching up the games to now we're going to start into the game I know my mother would have loved to have played. My mom was a huge Final Fantasy fan. And we're going to be looking at a game I've been playing quite faithfully over the last few weeks on my downtime, Final Fantasy 15. This one is a more modern Final Fantasy set in a more modern time.
Okay, so, and I don't remember because it has been a year. We did a Final Fantasy last year for these tribute episodes as well.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 4, which was the game she absolutely swore by that game. I swear to God. I still have her save file on my Super Nintendo cartridge. I have not touched it. I tried to once, but I did not understand where she was at in the game. So this game is the story of the man I am here, Noctis, and he is the prince of a town or a city called Insomnia, and he's been sent on this pilgrimage, as it were, with his friends, Gladiolus, there, the big muscular guy, Ignis with the leather jacket, and Prompto with the leather vest, to go and marry this other girl who lives in a city called Alticia.
Okay.
And the reason why they're doing this is because they know it's going to make peace between the two worlds, because they're kind of at war right now. Meanwhile, these other soldiers from Alticia and all that have come in and have taken over Noctis's throne because his father was killed. His father, King Regis.
Okay.
And we're actually at the point in the game right now where I can go and visit Alticia, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And the reason why I wanted to do this, because the reveal for Alticia is gorgeous. So we're going to go to that mission right now. It is up here. There's a side quest, though, on the other side of it. I want to grab that first.
Sure.
I think it's right here. I'm just going to accept it because you...
Hey, you're the cat we saw in Galden.
Yeah, it's a side quest with a cat.
Posture brought you a long way from home, little guy. You must be hungry after all that walking. No restaurants around, though. Wonder if anyone around here knows a thing or two about cat food.
Why don't you try asking Monica?
She mentioned having kept several cats back home.
Wow, and she never gave off a crazy cat lady vibe. I hope we don't have to go all the way back to Galden.
Prompto is the comedic relief.
Drew him here anyway.
Okay.
His dear friend Noct, of course.
Okay, so I just accepted the mission. I'm not going to do it right now
Right.
because I just went around and I just want something to do when I get back. So, because hey, Sid.
Got yourself a new toy. I can crank up the fun for you, but I'm going to need parts from this area.
So this guy here, Sid, as I said, there's usually a Sid that appears in the game. That's a bit of a an engineer. He this one, he gathers parts for you to build better weapons for you, rare weapons that you cannot buy in any shops or anything of that nature. So I just accepted another thing from him, but we're going to go ahead and do this mission. We're going to do the main story here. Once you depart, you will lose access to the open world for a while, and rental chocobos will be returned to the post. I didn't rent any out, so yes. Now, this dog here, this is a dog that Noctis has been using to communicate with the princess. They've been sending messages back and forth through this dog.
Okay.
The princess's name is Luna Freya.
Okay.
And now I get to choose what I send her. So I'm getting ready to set sail to her. This dog actually plays a key part later on in the game, too. A very key part. In time travel.
Really? Now I'm
Yeah.
intrigued. Now
Yeah.
I am really intrigued.
I think this is the only Final Fantasy game that has a modern twist to it, because you use a car to get around the world,
Right.
and everything basically looks like what our world would look like.
Right. And this one here, you travel with your group of 4, right? It's not about having to go out and recruit somebody for a mission.
No, you start off with all 4 of them. Like I said, they're all 4 best friends
Look, Prince
that
Arthas,
have been
Colonel Marshall came to say goodbye.
that have been tasked to go on this mission. Noctis's best friends, their primary job is to protect Noctis at all costs, though.
Right.
Like, that's the job
What's
that King Regis gave them.
I guess it's goodbye for now.
The woman I just talked to, Iris, that is Gladiolus's sister.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know what those do, to be honest with you.
Something I gotta get off my chest.
What's that?
I'm sorry. Sorry I wasn't there for your father.
This guy was the main protector of King Regis, but wasn't
I swore
around,
an oath
sadly,
to
when he was
protect the
killed.
king, but I wasn't strong enough to uphold it.
Or was easily overtaken by the soldiers that came and did
nobody could
it.
have done to stop what happened.
Yeah. I realize that.
But you need to realize just what you mean to the boys by your side.
I do.
Even if they can't solve your problems, you can't hide what's going on from them. It hurts like hell. Remember, those ain't your bodyguards. They're your brothers.
And basically, just as I said, they're
Trust
all best friends that trust each other like brothers. So the story, the key element, the key theme to this game is brotherhood, you know?
Yep.
You can never have too many tools. Here, learn to wield not only weapons, but magic as well.
Oh, cool, another magic flask.
It's a boat.
I'm trying to get on the boat.
Waiting for an invitation? Get your asses on board.
That's what I'm trying to do. And you gain XP for all the missions that you do, for all the battles that you do.
What's up?
Right.
And
Please, come back soon. We need our king.
Yeah. Count on it.
and camping and sleeping in hotels and at campers is the utmost of importance if you want to level your guy up, because if you don't do that, you will not actually gain the XP that you have handy on you.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah, because it'll bring you to this screen here that we're looking at, where, as you can see, I'm level 62, so I'm well prepared for this upcoming thing. And there's also these little side things that you can do. So Ignis, right there in the middle of the level 9, his task is cooking. Cooking is actually pretty important in this game as well,
Right.
because it'll for every meal you eat, you gain boosts that'll help you in your battles for a brief period.
Okay.
And again, that's where you want to take a look at, like, which boosts will you be needing for the next while. So, like, if you're going into a boss fight, it's probably key to look up, like, what boost will work when you go into that boss fight.
Right.
I usually go for the ones that, like, give you, like, high HP. But we're heading into chapter 9 of 15 right now, so I'm barely halfway through the game, essentially. And I've played 60 hours of it.
Wow.
But again, like I said, I've been doing side quests. I've been going around and fighting everything. I've been doing hunts. Hunts are back in this game, by the way. And hunts are absolutely essential if you want to raise money.
Right.
The only thing that is a bit troublesome, because this is a game that's about 10 years old, the load time is a little bit on the lengthy side.
Right.
And I know you're going to ask about fast travel. There is fast travel. It does come at a cost, though.
Okay.
It costs 10 gil every time you do a fast travel. Or
The wedding day arrives, but alas, without the bride.
this guy, Arden, is the main villain.
Of course,
He's the
we've
leader of
come
the
for
enemy, and
Hyperion,
he's just
and you've gone to such lengths to prepare.
he's looking to
Merely my
mess
duty.
up the wedding that is supposed to happen. Because as I said, if the wedding does happen, then there's peace among the land. This guy's looking to fight against that.
No. That obstinate secretary, standing in the way, while you rush off to slay the Hydrian for your poor sister's sake.
And the Hydrian he's talking about is a creature by the name of Leviathan. And I'm not talking Batista.
No, I know.
But Leviathan, the big sea dragon, as we all remember.
You know, I've always wanted to go sailing like this.
Not many opportunities living in Insomnia.
Out here, it's just us and the horizon.
Leviathan is a big supporter, so if you will encounter him, once you get to fight him, he becomes one of your summons. Summons in this game work in a different way. You can't just call on them to come and help you. They will come at random moments to help you out.
Okay.
And there's still more to come.
There is I think there is a cooldown period. I haven't seen where the cooldown period is though, or how you can look at the cooldown period to better strategize your fights.
For ourselves. Can't let Lady Luna Freya do all the heavy lifting. You must be so psyched to see her.
Luna?
Yeah.
We need to make sure she's all right before anything else.
Indeed. Her well-being is top priority.
Don't like this going down on Imperial turf.
You think Lady Luna
Yeah,
Freya
the enemies are the Imperial Army, or the Empire. Star Wars.
Right. Yes.
I have literally come to figure out that any enemy that's called the Empire, I guarantee you it came from Star Wars.
Oh, absolutely.
Lady Luna Freya came to have the ring?
It seems likely His Majesty entrusted it to her safekeeping back at the Crown City.
So she's held on to it this whole time, all the way to Altitia.
The ring is important, and so is Leviathan. But Luna comes first.
You know, I was thinking back to our encounter with Ravus. Do you recall an apparatus in place of his arm?
Yeah, I remember.
Seems he lost his old one in the invasion, but in its place, he seems to have acquired new power.
Power?
That would help explain how a son of Tenebrae suddenly came to command Niflheim's army.
Niflheim is the enemy.
His strength did seem sort of supernatural. I just chalked it up to the Oracle lineage.
His ancestry may be part of it, but that alone wouldn't account for his freakish strength.
I wonder what could have happened to him.
There's a disturbing rumor about Lord Ravus has taken to brandishing his
But for a
Majesty's
game that's
sword.
My dad's
10 years old, it still looks pretty damn good.
Yeah.
The same as the power of
Visually,
I cannot say for sure, but I have my doubts. Ravus wears the sword.
Oh, Sid is driving the boat. I'm like, wait a minute, who's driving the boat? I couldn't see.
He's still the Chancellor's lapdog, holding on to the enemy king's sword like some badge of honor.
It might help if we knew what he was after.
And say,
What are the odds the Empire will crash the pool party with Leviathan?
Consider it a guarantee. They felled a god.
Yeah, so basically they're preparing for Arden to crash the party, as Arden had mentioned he's going to do.
Yep.
Never know which way that one's gonna move next.
The Chancellor has an agenda all his own.
So you have to just let Sid sit and drive the boat. You're not steering it. You don't get to.
Well, feels like he's only.
I don't get to do anything right now, but right now, like we're learning, like
Reckon we'll see him again?
we're basically preparing for what to expect in Altitia.
Right.
For Altitia.
As Gladio said,
But you can see that we're not far off from it, and I'm hoping that we get there soon.
but by self-interest.
Because
And when he does come to our aid,
I think you will say wow to this to the reveal of the city.
Okay.
that.
Ever think you think too much?
sometimes, but it's always preferable to the alternative.
So, soon you'll have your old man's ring back.
Yeah. When we
But
arrive in Altitia.
but in going on this mission, like I said, I did lose the ability for the open worldness of Final Fantasy,
Carrying a
because
royal line
this next part of the story
attached to
only
Jade
takes place in
lightly. For a
Altitia.
small thing, that ring can sure weigh
But
heavy.
there are a lot of
After he
things to
became
do
king,
here, and I
I
expect
only
that
ever saw his
I'm
face
more
in
than
the
likely
paper.
going to be spending.
Wait, weren't you at the coronation?
No,
It's
I
in
was
in game.
long
It's going to be a
gone.
few hours, but for me, it's going to be a couple weeks.
Had
Right.
fallen out of sorts with your old
because I only play like 1 to 2 hours of the game per day, depending on what I'm doing.
We
Right.
buried the hatchet years later, but never talked face to face.
One of the cool things in this game that I can't show because copyright reasons is you can go around the shops and purchase soundtracks from the previous 14 Final Fantasy games.
Oh, wow.
And I'm going to, as soon as we make landfall here, I'm probably going to go and look for another soundtrack at one of the shops here, because I'm fairly certain there is one at the shops here. And there's actually different shops that sell different items, which is nice.
Yeah.
So like you have your item shop, you have your weapon shop, that's typical.
Right.
You also have a bait shop now, a restaurant where you can go, and the restaurants are actually key to go to, because again, to get Ignis's cooking levels up, you go to these restaurants, you try out the food there, and Ignis will learn the recipe for those foods for you to cook on your own when you're at a campsite.
What's it like?
Again, the restaurants do come at the cost, as restaurants do in real life.
Right.
But it's worth it in the long run because, again, Ignis learns the recipe for you. Gladiolus, we call him Gladio for short. His strength is gathering stuff. So again, that feeds into Ignis's stuff, what Ignis can do. So you can go around with Gladio and gather ingredients for Ignis to learn new recipes as well.
Right.
Prompto's thing is photography, and I'm still not exactly certain what that works for in the game.
Right.
Except for me possibly using the photos for thumbnails.
Was he the other one in that photo?
Whatever works.
Yeah.
Now, I have heard that there's potentially one, if not two, Final Fantasy games coming this year.
Nice.
I did hear that there was another Final Fantasy Dissidia on its way, and the Final Fantasy Dissidia is basically Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, but Final Fantasy characters.
Okay. I think one of them I've heard was supposed to be Final Fantasy VII 3, so the third part of the Final Fantasy VII remake.
What they actually did with that one is they revealed the title. It's still in development, so it's... I don't know if they gave it date yet. I have to watch the videos that I saved for that information.
Right. Like, and I only know of the first part having been re-released. I don't remember hearing about the second part having been.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is a game that we probably should show on here at some point once I get the $90 to pay for the game.
Right.
Or maybe, fingers crossed, it becomes the mid-month, middle February, one of the games in middle February. But we're about to see the beauty that is Alticia. Or Alticia. I noticed the pronunciation of the city's name goes back and forth in this game. But look how gorgeous that is. It's like
riding on the aqueduct in ancient Italy.
Yeah.
Does this vessel have an entry permit?
Yes, it does.
Entry permit?
Relax. I got one. Here.
That's as old as they get. Seems in order. You may pass.
Well, look how gorgeous this city looks, though.
Yep. And you definitely, yep, there's the...
Say that. 30-odd years ago.
That's what the guy meant by old.
Lucky us.
Oh, I definitely see the Italian architect meaning behind it, because it definitely feels like what's that city with all the streets that are rivers?
Venice?
Yes, because that's basically how you get around in this city.
Okay.
It's definitely a tribute to the city of Venice. You either get by through the boats or by foot. I usually prefer going by foot because most of the buildings at home or most of the places you get to visit aren't that far.
Right.
But now we have access to playing again, I think. Gain entry to Accordio.
What's next? Immigration?
What do you mean? There's still more?
Do I gotta talk to Sid, maybe? No, Sid doesn't want to talk. Or do I just... Oh, this guy right up here.
Sir, what is the purpose of your visit?
Purpose?
Leave it to Sid.
Sid, it's all yours.
Hey, didn't we just... Well, we're here to visit a joint. Maga is the name, yeah.
Never heard of it. Unless you're referring to the alternate entry program. In which case, you may pay the levy directly to me. This amount should suffice.
Oh, what a racket. This is your trip. You cough up the cash.
Will do, Sid, because I actually have a lot of money, so...
Well, that's always a bonus.
Yeah. I have over 100,000 gil. I think I have over... Oh, I have 84,000. Yeah, that's still plenty.
You want to check Wescomb's place out?
Yeah, let's all go to Mago.
Perhaps we'll even make it in time for tea.
And we'd better start looking now.
Okay, search for Weckham's bar. And it's this game is definitely designed for beginners because as I said, it does hold your hand and shows you where you need to go. But before we do that, actually I'm gonna worry about that off stream. I have ability points to pass around in my skill tree.
All right.
So
well,
I've got a lot of them, so
Mr. Best, as you're heading to your next destination, I'm going to tell the people about our shop. And I will be right back.
The Turnbuckle Studios store is open for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Get the merch and represent the best from the shows you watch on a weekly basis. Multiple styles to choose from with over 10 products available. Don't get left out and pick up all your favorites today. Find us at turnbucklestudios.org.
some shopping, all you got to do is scan that QR code. It will take you to turnbucklestudios.org. And all you got to do is just click that shop button and it will take you to the shop link, and you can shop at your leisure. But if you don't have the means to scan the QR code, the address bar is right there at the bottom. The address is right there at the bottom, turnbucklestudios.org. That is the place to go. But yeah, we are continuing our exploration of this game here, as right now we are going to... It's not a far trip. What does Prompto need?
There's supposed to be a real good photo spot around here.
All right, let's do it. So this is one of the side things that you can do with Prompto, where if you want to increase his thing, he will, his experience, then he will ask you to do a photo op.
Care for a ride?
OMD is back.
It's been a pleasure.
I have returned.
And I was just, before you had, when you had left there, we actually had a surprise side event that I'm doing that some of the characters will ask of you to do. So Prompto, as we were walking around, stopped me to ask for a photo op, and he will do that every once in a while. As a way to get his levels up.
Okay.
Whoops. I'm trying to look for a way to get across the river. I think I need to take a gondola.
Yep. So, yeah, you can definitely hear the gondola. You can listen to the Venetian music.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely a full-on tribute to Venice.
Oh, yeah. And just, or there is a way. Oh, maybe I can get up there and cross instead.
It's nice to not have to kill anything.
Oh, there is a way up there. Okay. So the city is a bit of a maze, and it's been 10 years since I explored this, so if I get lost, don't blame me, guys. Oh, and see these shining blue... see that blue thing on the ground with the arrow?
Yep.
That's definitely something you're going to need to pick up, because it's an item that'll help you out, or it's a treasure that you're going to need to either upgrade your weapons or to sell to make more money.
Okay.
Okay, we found our way across. There's got to be a way down now.
Huh.
Get out of my way, people.
A bridal shop. That's how you.
Yep.
That's your way down.
Yep.
Take the wedding dress.
Take the wedding dress.
Did you see that over there, Noct?
What about it?
What's a good place to
Ignis pointing out something here.
Flavor of the day is...
Vanilla. You asked the question. I had to answer.
Yeah, I could definitely go for some vanilla ice cream. Yes, I know it's cold out, and yes, I know you don't eat ice cream typically in the winter, but I'm strange like that.
You know what though? It's just like in the summer. If you drink something hot on a hot day, it's going to cool the air around you. If you eat something cold on a cold day, it warms the air around you.
Yep.
I had a strawberry milkshake with dinner tonight, so...
Okay, I am not finding a way down, so I'm going to actually go back to the gondola and see if I can get there. Well, I totally ran past the bridge, didn't I? I did. There's a gondola. Can I jump down? Okay, I can. You do take fall damage if you jump from too high. Board and I think this is going to be the closest bet. And, oh, you can skip over the trip, too.
Indeed.
But sometimes it's... I typically don't skip over because I like hearing the extra little bit of stories.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have a good look.
Oh, a shop. Key items. Oh, yeah, this is the other thing. When you go to a shop, check out the key items, because you can buy recipe books to help Ignis out with his cooking as well. So that's what I'm going to do right here. This guy sells ingredients, and I got to see if I'm out of a couple of ingredients. So I'm grocery shopping right now.
Nice. Something
I got to do on Friday.
Yes. Something I did on on Sunday and Monday.
There we go. And I always like to have 5 of everything. Can I sell items? I don't have many items to sell, so I won't worry about that.
That's it.
What's what?
I've come up with a new recipe.
Can't wait to try it.
Okay, so I don't think that was a gondola stop that I... Let's just skip over. I hope I end up in the right area.
Fantastic. Call when you need a ride back.
Okay, I completed a mission without even knowing I did.
There you go.
That's fine. We are at.
Cordo Labs.
Oh, we are at the
mentioned you'd
restaurant.
be dropping
Nice.
in.
Yeah, Sid did mention that.
As you've gathered. My word, you've grown, little prince. But of course.
Take a shot from here.
We're gonna do the photo op
Based
thing
on the
that.
government's actions.
Oh, this lighting's no good. Maybe next time.
Oh yeah, you can't do photos in the dark
Seems
with
like
him.
the
So
kind of guy who knows how to cook.
He does run a cafe.
Wouldn't mind.
so this is the guy we're supposed to be talking
So this
to.
is your maiden visit. Enjoying it so far? You doubtless have many questions, so ask away.
This country is a part of the Empire, isn't it?
Oh, you're wary. I understand. But there's no need to jump at every shadow. Just be aware that the terms of our independence grant the Empire free reign to come and go as they please.
We'll bear that in mind.
It's admittedly a one-sided arrangement. Most everything we do requires Niflheim's permission. And they wouldn't knowingly permit the Oracle to appear before the public.
Now there is a whole lore with Final Fantasy 15. There's been several. There's a couple of games and movies that came out with this core game.
Right.
Each game has their own episode.
So you see lots of nifs around.
Surrounding each of Noctis's friends, there's an episode for Prompto, an episode for Ignis, an episode for Gladio.
Don't think much of it.
There's even a movie that helps with the lore. There's
so soon after they fell.
there's a 2D side-scrolling adventure game that I had that's also there that deepens the lore of the game as well.
Wow.
They want the heavens as well.
That's what I like about the Final Fantasy games is that there's just so much lore that's put into each and every game.
Right.
You really think Luna will make an address?
If every recent radio broadcast is to be trusted, absolutely.
Where is Lady Lunafreya?
In the city somewhere. But no one has caught so much as a glimpse of her. The media has been conspicuous in its silence on the matter, which speaks volumes of government intervention.
Yeah, both Noctis and Lunafreya went into hiding after King Regis was killed.
Okay.
Because obviously they knew that they were also targets.
Has anything changed with Leviathan?
For now, it's business as usual at port. But word is the government will soon open the altar of the Tide Mother.
In preparation for the rite.
But on the other hand, they're scrambling to stockpile emergency provisions. This begs the question. If they're anticipating that the Hydrian will wreak havoc, why would they allow the rite to proceed? Well, if you need anything else, you know where to find me.
Thanks.
Yeah, so we just gathered all of the information we needed.
My dear Camellia, it's been a while.
I heard about your distinguished guests.
You've an ear for gossip.
We made it. Now let's hurry over to the arena.
Gentlemen, I won't waste your time. My name is Camellia Claustra.
First Secretary of the Accordo Protectorate.
You should know, we have Lady Lunafreya in our care. And
This is the secretary that Arden was talking about earlier.
Okay.
Yet I am loath to acquiesce unless we stand to profit. Hence I've come to discuss terms with the King of Lucis. If you've a mind to talk, come to my estate.
Oh yeah, Lucis is the entire land that Noctis is ruling over.
She could be a geek at the best of times.
Insomnia is the city in which
in the right place.
his castle is.
Oh.
I guess you could say, or his palace, I should say.
At any rate, you must be weary from
Right.
your journey. Might I suggest you seek your beds for now and ponder matters anew in the morning?
Yeah, I think we'll do just that.
Actually, since you run a bar, I wonder if I can talk to you about other things. So,
Remember,
talk.
Your heart is yours to follow. Just see to it that you proceed with caution. Should you ever need it, Margot is at your disposal.
Bet the view's even better from a gondola.
Okay, I thought you had something for me to check out, but I guess not right now. So I'm going to go to the map to see how I can get to where I need to go. It looks like, yeah, this is the whole city that I need to explore. So you can tell I'm going to be here for a little while.
Yes.
Definitely need to take the gondola back by the looks of it. And I think it's this station I need to go back to.
So what next?
So what next? We're going to bed.
Gentlemen, it has been a pleasure.
I think that's the station I need to go to.
What about it?
How about a ride-a on the gondola?
We just got off one.
Right?
Yeah, sometimes I'll talk to the game. I'm pretty sure you do the same thing.
Oh, absolutely I do.
Gentiana.
But ladies and gentlemen, while he goes to get some sleep.
Wait. This is a very important person that we're meeting right now. This is Gentiana. She is a god. Nobody knows that she's a god. She is actually Shiva, so she's very key right now. Now she's revealing Umbra's power. So through Umbra's power, I can now revisit past memories. I can summon him when I rest at lodgings, so at hotels, camps, and stuff like that. The characters will retain their current levels and abilities. Rental chocobos will automatically return to the post. The place you called Umbra will be set as your last rest point. So if I really did want to go back to the previous world, I can use Umbra to do that. But I don't want to do that right now. So yes, now we can go ahead and roll the commercial.
So ladies and gentlemen, while they go and get some rest, we need your help.
A Turnbuckle affiliation program is looking for more people. If you have passion level for pro wrestling, sports, videos games, or something else, then Turnbuckle Studios is the place to be. If you have ever wanted to pursue content creation and want to join our team, then we would love to have you. Check out turnbucklestudios.org or contact us by email today because your future is now, and we want you to tap in.
And ladies and gentlemen, we implore you to head over to turnbucklestudios.org/join. Hit that button. Send us an email. Tell us how you believe you can help us, how you feel Turnbuckle Studios can help you.
Not bad.
And we will sit down as a collective to find the right fit. Meet the team under the host section. Mr. Best, myself, Bubba Duke, Chris Parrish, and Carl Carafel. Get our socials. Watch our latest weekly live episodic shows. And ladies and gentlemen, head on over to the shop. Support your favorite shows. Support your favorite podcasters. Wear what we wear. All of the proceeds come back into our studios to bring you a better experience. Turnbucklestudios.org, ladies and gentlemen, for all your Turnbuckle affiliation program needs.
Yeah, so I want to show quickly how you can call Umbra the dog. When you talk to this guy, and he's going to ask you to stay, which, by the way, 30,000 gil to stay at this hotel is expensive.
Yes.
But you call Umbra from here, and he will call you, and you can then select like where you want to go. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to do that right now because I want to do this part of the game.
Guess we need to go talk to Camellia.
Yeah, like we have any other option. There's no telling.
Where is Camellia on the map? Okay, she is right here.
So this feels like it's a very long, slow, more story-driven type game compared to other Final Fantasy games and other RPGs in this genre.
Oh no, there's actually lots of battling. It's just I hit a point that is heavy in the part of the story. There is going to be a cavern that I'm going to be exploring fairly soon. Prompto, are you stopping me for another photo op?
Hey, Noct!
Yeah?
There's supposed to be a scenic spot nearby. All the locals recommended. Want to check it out? Take some snaps?
Sure. Slow.
Well,
this kind of annoys me sometimes because it does slow you down, especially when you feel like you're on a roll, I guess you could say. but I'm not going straight to his photo op.
Have a look, Noct.
What is it?
Pronto.
How about a group photo? I know just the place, and it's close.
Not now. I'm literally going to stop
Save
him
it for
from
later.
doing this. Trying to get to this palace that I want to go. Oh, did you see that woman glitch in? Or that person glitch in?
No, I missed that actually.
They like totally just slid in, not even walked to where they were.
Nice.
I forgot to. Okay, I don't have to do the photo ops right away. That's actually something new I didn't know.
Oh, good.
But there's a side mission I can do here, and where's the story mission? Because that's what I'm trying to do right now. Okay. I love the waypoint system in this game because as you see the waypoint on the map in the upper right corner, you also see it in your world, so you can direct Noctis where to walk. Oh, I just came across a magic thing. So this is how Noctis collects magic, and I just collected lightning. There's 3 of them here. One for lightning, one for fire, and the third one is ice. Now this is where it gets real tricky for Final Fantasy. So I'm gonna quickly show you something. You go into Elemency, right?
Yep.
And you make your magic basically. So and you have these flasks. These were that are given to you, and you can build your magic here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to try doing a fire spell. You can combine items with your fire to give your spells more effect to it.
Right.
So I'm trying to look for. I'm looking for something that'll give me like a heavy amount of fire attack. Oh, this is what I wanted to make. I wanted to make what is called Stopcast. So I'm going to use Maiden's Kiss, which is a potion that cures you of being turned into a toad.
Okay.
And that I just made a fire spell that not only casts fire on your enemies but stops them in their attacks.
Okay.
So it stops them completely while you are given the chance to attack them.
Nice.
Oh, okay. We did come across this place earlier. Once the negotiations begin, you'll be unable to return to the city. Are you certain you wish to continue? Yes. I had to stop and think for just a second.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Jinx. I haven't seen you in a couple of hours. I'm pretty sure we're about to find out something fishy is going on with the unsolved mystery-like music that's playing right now.
Yes.
Seriously, this beat does give me a bit of unsolved mystery sound.
Yep.
Thank you for coming.
The negotiation is about to begin with First Secretary. Engage her in a manner befitting of a king and strive to win her trust and cooperation.
No
I don't remember this, so this is going to be interesting.
All right.
Express gratitude. I'm going to try and keep it cordial with this person.
It's the least I could do for a king. Wescom didn't extend me an invitation, so I decided to extend my own. Though circumstances have changed, both the king and the oracle are finally in Altisha.
You said that you have Luna in your care.
Okay, I think it seems pretty obvious with the selections.
To your nation?
Is the king concerned for our relations with the Empire? But it's true. The Oracle is a risk, one we are prepared to shed with. Whether we do so depends on you. Now, let me ask some questions of my own. Why does the Oracle seek to awaken the Hydrian?
I'm going to be truthful with this person, see what happens.
She wants to forge a covenant so I can receive Leviathan's blessing.
The answer I wanted to hear. And
There we
yet,
go.
King or not, it can't be a simple affair for you to receive a god's blessing. Let me
Yeah,
be
so the
frank.
decisions you
The
make and the
potential
words you say to
chaos worries
the
me.
people you talk
You
to
know better than most
do
what took
ultimately
place in
affect
Lucis
how
with Archean.
the game goes
Tell
on
me,
with you.
What happened?
Right.
So I'm going to be truthful again with this woman.
I met Titan, and he gave me his power.
Just like the legends, though the Empire doesn't like the way the story goes. Even as we speak, they mobilize their forces. It seems there's no avoiding chaos. It will most likely come to war. However, I don't care to host a battle on my soil. The gods and the Empire be damned.
Allude to a common enemy, I guess. That's that one I'm not certain on.
Suppose you'd cry over the Empire's losses?
An intriguing suggestion.
Cut to the chase, I suppose.
Seems to me you want a proxy to fight the Empire.
Very sharp, Your Majesty. But before we go into that, there is one matter I'd like to settle. Without further ado, let us talk terms. If you wish to hold the right, you must ensure my citizens' safety and aid in their evacuation.
I will agree to that.
All right. I'll do as you ask.
I'm pleased to hear it. As long as the people's safety is assured, I have no qualms with your right. And that is not all. Once the right has begun, I will not be accountable for what follows. You are on your own.
I'm going to act confident in this situation because my levels are high enough that I'm going to be fine going through this.
Thank you. I'm sorry we cannot do more, but as I'm sure you are aware, few armies can stand against the might of the Imperial fleet. That is all for the terms. To review, you are
I've
to
destroyed the
ensure
Imperial
citizen
fleet a
safety
few
and
times, so.
engage the Empire. Do we have an agreement?
I'm going to agree amicably.
All right. Let's fight together as allies.
Allies? Such a vote of confidence. Well, you can trust us to do our part and keep the Oracle safe. A final warning, though I doubt it'll come to it. My duty is to my citizens. Should any harm befall them, there will be a reckoning for both King and Oracle.
I'm going to empathize with her on that one.
All right. You do what you must for your people.
You're just like your father.
I'm going to say thank you for that. I'm just trying to keep it peaceful with this woman for now.
Decision.
Yeah.
Madam, it's time.
Assign 3 of your own for the evacuation effort. Whom you choose is up to you. According to our intel, the Imperial fleet will be 4 warships strong. Steel yourselves for a full-scale battle. I'm glad we could talk. We can each act in our own interest to our mutual benefit.
There we go. I won her trust.
Good.
And I got some treasures from her. I don't even remember if I did that the first time I played through this game. And yeah, I played through this game. Actually, interesting story about this. So I bought this game originally on the PS4, right?
Right.
I bought it with the PS4 literally a week after. So I bought the PS4 used. It came with Final Fantasy the week after, and I got it for a stupidly cheap price.
Nice.
They've lost Regis.
The game was still selling at around $80, $90 at the $85, I remember.
Was it so long ago the last Oracle was taken from them?
And I got it for $10.
We've seen the Empire go mad these 10-odd years.
And yes, I am playing the PS4 version of the game because the PS5 does read the PS4 games.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, as we come back to the gondola ride, I want you to take a look one more time at our weekly calendar of events.
Turnbuckle Studios and the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program bring you the week of streams. All times are in Eastern Time. Monday nights you get the Locker Room Breakdown at 7 p.m., followed by the Raw Patrol at 8 p.m. Tuesday brings you the flagship show, Turnbuckle Talk, at 8:05 p.m. Wednesday we play games with the PlayStation Showcase at 8 p.m. Thursday we go TNA as we brace for Impact at 9 p.m. On Fridays, join us for the SmackDown Security Detail at 8 p.m. The weekend brings you Saturday Night Gaming at 8 p.m. On Sunday be sure to catch the Chris Parrish podcast at 12:15 p.m. And later that night we have the Boar's List at 9 p.m. Be part of the shows and join the chat every day. And please visit turnbucklestudios.org.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you have ever wanted your break in podcasting, content creation, a potential collaboration, or just to help us out behind the scenes,
If worse comes to worse, you can threaten to throw the
turnbucklestudios.org is
Triumph
the
into
place
the
to
sea.
be for all your
Then they'll
Turnbuckle
listen.
affiliation program
In the
needs.
meantime, it will be
You
well
just
done.
saw our weekly
Better than
calendar
they
of events. That there is something
Understood.
happening each and every night of the week here. That does not include the special events such as the PLE
You'll be
Patrol
under Imperial
or
watch.
watch-alongs. The PLE Patrol will be live this
Think of it as a
Saturday night at
necessary
8
evil
p.m.
in
with
order to
our
forge
coverage
the Covenant.
of the Royal Rumble. Mr. Best, myself, whomever else is free to join us.
Once it's over, you may go as
Meet
you
the team
please.
under
But
the
you do
host
so without our
section.
protection.
Mr. Best, myself, Bubba Duke,
So be
Chris
it.
Parrish, Carol Carafel.
You'd
Watch
better
our
get going.
latest weekly live episodic shows. Get our socials. Interact
Your
with
public
us.
is waiting for you.
Hit the join button. Send us your credentials. Tell us how you believe you can help us, how you feel we can help you, and we can sit down as a collective and find the right fit. And ladies and gentlemen, also, please head over to our shop. Support your favorite shows and your favorite podcasters. Wear what we wear. And all of the proceeds there come back into our studios to bring you a better experience. Turnbucklestudios.org for all your Turnbuckle affiliation program needs.
Okay, so as you just seen, that was Luna Freya talking with Carmela, or whatever her name is, or Camellia. She's been told to give this big speech, and that was the Imperial Army that came in with guns pointed at her.
Oh, I was going to say Luna and Carmela. That's quite an odd pairing.
Knocked. You in position? Yep.
Don't forget the plan.
You guys too?
Of course.
Talk about a crowd. Like the whole city's come to watch.
Okay, so I gotta hang back and watch the speech. But as I said, that's Luna Freya. She's Noctis's love interest.
Dear friends, I stand before you today with little hope the words I speak shall reach beyond these walls, for slowly but surely the light fades from our world, and as it does, the shadows shall loom ever longer until all succumbs to the darkness. Darkness that evokes terror, hatred, and sorrow in the hearts of men. The ashes of Lucis. A dream of peace, twisted into a nightmare of death and destruction, claiming innumerable lives and leaving myriad souls to suffer.
Luna.
Yet I beg you, do not surrender to despair. Have faith, for our gods watch over us. By their blessings, by the stars that light the heavens above, our world will be delivered from the perils of the dark. I stand before you here in Altisha to call upon Leviathan, goddess of the seas, spirit of the deep. By the sacred rite, I will commune with the Hydrian. But first, I offer you my solemn vow. On my honor as Oracle, I will not rest until the darkness is banished from our world and the light is restored.
She's basically trying to restore faith in her people.
Yes.
And that her plan is to unite with Leviathan and turn Leviathan into a summon that will help Noctis in his journey.
Knocked. The Empire's here.
I can see him.
Dropships are closing in on the port. Look for a vantage point to approach them.
Okay, look after the citizens.
We got them covered.
So, it begins.
Yeah, it begins.
Yes, it does.
I mean, we talk about games with beautiful soundtracks. Final Fantasy almost always delivers on its soundtracks.
Right?
It is I, Luna Freya, blood of the Oracle. Goddess of the seas, I beseech you, enter into this covenant that the king might reclaim the stone.
And there's Leviathan.
I do.
Knocked. The Hydrian has awoken.
Civilians?
Almost there. We'll join you when we're done. The Empire has the Hydrian surrounded. Hurry, Knocked.
I'm on it.
Then the rite's already begun.
Most likely.
Time to lend the Hydrian a hand.
Great, we're about to see some battle here.
There we go.
So I've just done what is called Armiger, which is Noctis' special attack. So these weapons that are circling him are weapons that he's collected from other dungeons. You only have a certain amount of time to do it, but I thought I'd show it right away because we're actually coming up on the end of the episode here.
Yes, we are.
So I'll do all these battles that I can.
Let's do this.
And I do, I'm doing what is called a warp strike, so I'll show you that one more time here. I'm going to get a little bit away, target them, and then I hit triangle, and then I warp directly to the enemy and I hit them. And these guys are really low level for me.
Right.
I know what you must know. That the King of Kings is to drive the darkness from our star. It is in receiving mercy that men offer praise, and in shedding grace that the gods solicit worship. I vow, the king will prove himself worthy.
This is intense. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
no kidding.
Knocked. Prompto's headed your way.
But what about you guys?
We'll wait below. There's only room for 2. Knocked!
So because we are at the 2-hour mark, I'm gonna stop it right here. I can't save the game, so I got to continue this off stream.
Right.
But OMD, where can the people find you?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for me or Mr. Best, we are under the host section at turnbucklestudios.org, or you can find me at my Linktree, linktr.ee/OMD show. And visually, you can catch me right back here Friday night with Mr. Best on the SmackDown Security Detail. And for you, good sir.
Well, before we head to me, we got a sponsor, dude.
Yes, we do.
Gaming does make you a thirsty person, and over the last 2 hours, you've seen me having my fair share of drinks. But I usually go to swiftenergy.gg, and I like using that promo code CBRS Gaming to get myself 25% off of every order within the store. That is swiftenergy.gg, promo code CBRS Gaming. But if you are looking for me, guys, it's easy. My social is my Linktree, Chris_best83. And as we fade out to a graphic of my mother and my grandmother, who have definitely encouraged my style of gaming, OMD, what are those words we like to go out on?
Ladies and gentlemen, always remember the world is better with you in it. From all of us here at Turnbuckle Studios and CBRS Entertainment, to those of you out there wherever you are. Good night. Good luck. We out.
PlayStation way.